Then this would be the same motherfucker that'll go on the internet and say some shit like, the devil's working overtime to take me down, but I know God got me. No, bitch, you the devil. It's your boy Online Davo, and we back with another video. All right, look, we got a video about O'Shea, the Duke Jackson. Brittany Renner is dead broke, but that's not all. Let's jump right into it, man.
Brittany Renner is broke and manages her money terribly.
In late September 2025, the courts decided that PJ Washington would spend $5,500 a month in child support. Now, remember,
That's not bad for an NBA player. That's not too bad.
Weeks before that, he signed a 4-year, $90 million deal with the Dallas Mavericks. But this did not make Brittany Renner happy. As we know, there was a viral video that showed the explosive toxicity between the two of them. And so she did something that was interesting. She filed to request to increase the child support on October 1st, 2025 to $35,000. Now, again, I believe the $5,500 a month was awarded in Texas, but Brittany Renner lives in California. She says she is struggling to make ends meet, shopping for her kids' clothes at Target and living in a rental.
What's wrong with that? Boy, what's wrong with shopping at Target, nigga? Shit. I was a damn Burlington demon, nigga. I was a Burlington demon. I was a DD's discount vigilante, nigga. I was I don't really shop too much at Target for like clothes, to be honest. I ain't really go to Target that much for clothes. Shit, what else? Walmart has some stuff. I was a Walmart warrior for sure. That's pretty much it. You know, big 5 and below, all that type of shit. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. You better get to thrifting, nigga. Cold world. Bundle up.
Shopping for her kids' clothes at Target and living in a rental.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the you is?
She also claims she no longer has a basketball wife's checks to rely on, so the child support is her primary income. Her filings argue that she cannot afford to provide their son the same lifestyle if she had been supported fully by his father's financial means. So while Brittany Renner may not be broke,
Damn, what the fuck? Nah.
it's true that she is trying to get more money, not for the kid, but for herself.
Damn.
Brittany Renner is even coming with receipts. Renner references social media posts, designer purchases, luxury vacations as evidence of PJ Washington's ability to pay more for child support. So she's acting like he don't have the money, but yes, she had the money. And also,
damn, why she hating on Brad? Nigga, you can't make 5,000 shake. 5,000 a month free, tax free. I think shake. You can't do that. Come on. Yeah, you're in California, my nigga, but I'm sure there's other avenues that you could enter. There's other places. There's other shit you could do for you to make some money, my nigga. You is not just dead broke. If you dead broke, I know you ran through some millions. I ain't gonna hate and act like you feel me? You definitely have to run through some millions. I know you was getting tricked on for sure. Niggas definitely tricking on you. Niggas definitely, you know what I'm saying? Whether they knew they was paying or they wasn't paying, they was paying for the pussy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the fuck you been doing with all your money? You know, that's my fault. I be thinking these celebrities be having some type of financial literacy. But then it's like, you know, just as fast as it come in, just as fast as it go out. You know what I'm saying? So.
Original consent order was in North Carolina, actually. So filing in California shifts the focus of the states. Different states have different standards, cost of living assumptions, and legal thresholds. And of course, people are starting to weigh in on it.
Brittany Renner is asking for her child support payments from PJ Washington to go up to $35,000 after he's already been ordered to pay $5,500 a month. Now, she's saying she's not able to make ends meet and she's not able to provide a lifestyle similar to PJ Washington. And $5,500 a month is more than majority. I would say more than half of Americans are already making a year. Obviously, she probably wants to use this money to buy herself a better car that she's going to drive the kid in. She wants to buy herself a better apartment that she'll have the kid in.
This is interesting. She wants.
I get that, and I know people gonna be like, "Oh, you know, you want them to have the same type of living and all that," but it's like unless one nigga is living like super famous. I mean, not super. Unless one person is living like a whole mansion, what's wrong with the other motherfucker living in an apartment or living in a two bedroom, 3 bedroom apartment? You know what I'm saying? A little high rise maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with that? Why do both got have mansions and shit? I know it's not that simple, but that's my thing. That's what I think. Like most people think. Is like, damn, like, why just because one parent has more money that the other one has to have a living that's up to par with that. It can't just be a little bit lower, like just a little bit. You know what I mean? And it's like, hey, and all this is on PJ, bro. It's on PJ. Nigga, you should have pulled out game. This what happens when you think with your dick. You know what I'm saying? You think with your dick, this is the result you get. Now, also, Brittany Renner, we knew you was plotting on that nigga. You didn't plan on him since he was the youngest, since he was in high school. You ain't slick either. You ain't figure what you been up to.
In the upgrade from the money that she's getting. But this is even crazy.
Brittany Renner is broke and manages her money terribly. That's why she's in California courts asking for $35,000 from PJ Washington. That's a month, by the way. See, Brittany didn't stay in Texas. She went over to California. Why? Because Texas has a cap on how much you can get monthly.
Really?
California does not. That's why the first thing gold diggers normally do after getting a baller is move to California. But here's the problem. We already know she's going to say she doesn't make enough money to survive with her and the one child, and that the bills are just too high. Kind of like her, she thinks that any judge is about to give her roughly $420,000 a year.
$420,000?
To do what? Go play in a corner while you give the rapper of the month gawk gawk?
Woo!
Hey, now, yeah. Hey, why Brett add that last part up in there?
To do what? Go play in a corner while you give the rapper of the month gawk gawk?
Woo!
Nasty work.
Now, this is the most damaging to me because, okay, weren't you just married to Kevin Gates?
Oh, yeah. What the fuck?
Like, I mean, this is interesting. So, you were married to Kevin Gates.
Right here, this is a lost, broken woman. Sadly. You know what I'm saying? Sadly. You know, and this isn't just based off assumption. This is based off of her actions that she has taken from my time of being on the internet and seeing her. You know what I'm saying? This is just crazy. You know, and this is someone's mother. Someone's mom, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, people, men, you got to make better choices, man. We got to make better choices. You know what I'm saying? At least Kevin Gates had the wherewithal to be like, you know what? I'm gone. It was nice. It was a nice time, but we done. At least that nigga got out of it without having a kid with her. You know what I'm saying? But every nigga ain't as lucky.
Kevin Gates is a rapper. You were not really tripping off the money. Your little relationship didn't work out with him. So now your animosity is toward PJ Washington. And this is kind of what I've noticed with ex-girlfriends or baby mamas. And, you know, like I said, this is very similar to what you saw with Kayla Nicole and Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
After they broke up, she was still trying to cash in on her connections with the Kansas City Chiefs. She was still trying to cash in on the connections with the friendships in the NFL. And she felt like she should be able to keep that even though they're not together anymore.
That's not how it goes.
Well, the issue is that, yeah, you're not together with him anymore and you don't offer a whole lot of value. So you're no longer his lady. And it's very different for women. Like if they're done with you and they're broken up.
Unless you just have some valuable skill or something, it's like, look, when you're my mans, you know what I'm saying? I could have made something work with you, but now you're not really with my mans no more, so I can't really just throw you that favor of me doing this shit for you if you don't have the required skills. Like if, you know what I'm saying, you might give a nigga a look, you know what I'm saying? I might, you know, throw you a little something here and there if you're the homie friend or if you're the homie of the homie, you know what I mean? I might try to see if there's some job opportunities for you, but shit, I don't know you like that. I mean, shit, ask Travis Kelce to put you on or something. But That's what they be expecting too much, bro. And it's not all women, obviously, but it's like, bro, the audacity. That's the crazy part. Motherfuckers have the audacity to even do this. And who enabled this?
Do you get access to this? No, you don't get access to that. But for whatever reason, even though you don't get access to it, you're supposed to pay child support while you're dealing with another dude who can't give you the same thing as the first guy gave you. And so you're basically taking another guy's money, and then some other dude is clapping for free. This shows the wall hitting formula. Like, Brittany Renner, you know, where's your money at, honey? Number one, you've had every opportunity to grow your own business. You get paid for podcast interviews. You have a Fashion Nova deal. All of these things you can do on your own. Like, for somebody like myself that's come up in Black YouTube, working extremely hard over the last decade, I mean, it's hard to grow like I've grown.
Right.
Brittany Renner, you're actually in the industry. You could find people who will bring like podcast sets out. You would have people on your podcast. I mean, you could even have.
Yeah, that's just, it's too much work. You know what I'm saying? It's too much work. You know what I mean? She's gonna have to do the groundwork. Unless she hires like an agent or something, then that's gonna cost something. It's too much work for her to just go out there and, cause now you gotta strap your nuts on. Now you gotta strap your nuts on and all that stuff, all that, you know. Now it's put up or shut up. Simple. You know what I mean? You're back against the wall. What you gonna do? How you gonna respond, Brittany? Your kid needs you. You know what I'm saying? You need you. So
or leverage to get more shows, your own show, your own companies. These are the things available to these people, but they don't have any level of a entrepreneurship mindset. So they're entitled, and so they want things for free. Instead of trying to add more value to the industry, you'd rather just take a check from baddies or whatever else.
Right.
Instead of getting into the industry and adding actual value to it, instead of just being lazy. So now you want the man, your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, it gotta be, and I know I'm just assuming, but I feel like it gotta be laziness, because it's like, bro, there's no way you don't have any connections. You know what I'm saying? You're one of the first, one of the most famous IG hoes out there. You saying you and the other IG hoes can't get together and come up with some type of game plan to maximize your earning potential? You know what I'm saying? Make a shit. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of nothing for you. But, like, come on, bro. Like, come on. I know you still getting paid a little something off of Instagram, if you be on Instagram. You know, Twitter, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You could make some shit work, bro. You can make some shit shake.
Ex-baby daddy who has to prove himself every day in the NBA to get money, and because you're jealous of his baby mama, then he should still pay for your situation because there's a kid with you. But in the reality, if you really wanted access to all that money, the question is this.
Okay, they reporting that Brittany Renner wants $35K a month.
I need to stop getting these crazy bitches pregnant, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Please, bro. It is not that good. It is not that good, bro.
Child support from PJ Washington. Women gonna say, well, he got it. He got $90 million. He got it. So he should spend it. I remember a woman told me a guy was going to jail, in jail, and this woman was cheating on him at his own house. What else she gonna do? The way women justify things, bro, girl math is undefeated for them, right? But, it don't take $35K to raise a Tyler. $5,500 a month is enough. We raising a child. I don't really understand that. Because if you wanted to enjoy the fruits of my labor, you should have stayed under my leadership. When you don't stay under my leadership, you don't get that. $5,500 is more than enough to raise a child. I don't understand that. It's more than enough to raise a child.
And I forgot why they broke up. Was it because did he cheat or something like that? I think it was something she said he cheated or some shit. But I'm gonna go off of that she said that PJ Washington cheated. Okay, boom. If you gonna want some more of a nigga money, you might as well just stayed. Let me just keep on doing what I was doing. Let me get out of my system, and we gonna keep on rocking out. But you left me. You got with a whole other nigga. Got married to a whole other nigga. And then now you wanna come back and double back for some child support? Bitch, that ain't how this go. No. Go ask KG. Go ask Kevin Gates, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ask that nigga. You feel me? Fuck that.
You know, the brother talks about something that's interesting. He says a lot of the women out there are saying, well, hey, he should have to pay. You know, it's his baby girl, get all the money you can. And it's like,
Yeah, okay.
you know, if you want to use that mentality, fine, but we already know the next dude that you're dealing with isn't spending no money on you.
Oh, nah.
Not like that. No dude is spending $35,000 a month on Brittany Renner. Kevin Gates couldn't even stay with her for more than a year. So that's the real issue here. Like, nobody wants to put up with you. And she is beautiful. She is good looking. But again,
that ain't enough. Ain't enough. When you got someone whose mind is as, how I say this, who has so many experiences, and you have someone who has, you could probably say she been through some shit too. You know what I'm saying? That she probably never even spoke on. She probably been some shit she never even spoke on. But you have someone who's carrying that much baggage and trauma and just lack of self-respect and esteem. I don't even want you around me. You know what I mean? There's only so much you could do. There's only so much value you can even bring to my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking of the people that's within her quote unquote social circle. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much you could do. Everybody know how to hit. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You do you. You fuck the people you want to fuck. But niggas take that into account. That's all I'm saying. Niggas take that into account. So you did all that shit. You think some other random nigga gonna give you $35,000 a month? No. Sort of. PJ Washington don't even want to give you that. He had a whole kid with you. Fuck that. You better make that 5 bands shake, nigga. You can do a lot with 5 bands free. You can put the 5 bands all towards the kid, and then you start doing your sponsors, and you start doing your brand deals, and then everything else could be yours. But people don't think like that, though. She greedy. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't mean that somebody wants to put up with you. Most people don't want to put up with you if you have too many problems and if you don't have enough to offer.
That's what I said.
So if you want to stay with the man, then you got to deal with the ups and downs. And clearly you did not want to deal with that. So you didn't deal with it. Somebody else dealt with it. You went on podcasts talking about the man.
And she out here doing interviews in the fucking, what is it called? The fan bus? I see this shit in the back. Like, come on, bruh.
He was paying for stuff on OnlyFans. I mean, you were doing all that stuff. You rolled the dice. You got the guy you thought you wanted. It didn't work out. And so now he's with somebody and it is working out. You had the first opportunity on it. You didn't pick the guy. Now you're down bad. Now you're upset. And I know that this is something that you don't like, but a lot of women play their hands. You know, you already have the guy.
Right.
But you don't respect the guy, okay? For whatever reason.
That's how it goes.
You think the guy, you deserve more, and that could be fair. Maybe you do deserve more. But if you feel that you deserve more, the problem with that is you have to go out there and actually prove that you deserve more.
Yeah, see, she was focused. That's the thing, right? PJ Washington, she got with PJ while he was so young. Before this, it's crazy. This is exactly the same shit they say about that men be doing to, you know what I'm saying, to women. That be like 18, 19 and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They'll get with them while they're young. So they don't have enough life experiences, right? They don't have enough life experiences. So all they know is them. You know what I'm saying? Now, PJ Washington, I don't know what he was doing before Brittany Renner, but I'm assuming that he wasn't messing with no one like Brittany Renner before he got with her. You know what I mean? So all he knew was her. You know what I mean? So you had the nigga that you wanted. You put yourself in place for the nigga that you thought you wanted. And it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? And that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was lack of respect. I don't know if he cheated on you. I don't know what it was. But now, he got him a new girl that he happy with. It seemed like. So let the nigga be happy. What's wrong with that nigga? What's wrong? How does it hurt you that this nigga happy? You know what I'm saying? Making his life difficult. At one point, it's going to be 35 bands. Next, it's going to be 40, 50, 100. Like, you got to cap it off somewhere. We got to stop it somewhere. That's all I'm going to say.
But when you go out there and you prove that you're having a problem getting what you want, then the person that you had at first starts to do better than you.
Yep.
Now you start to be combative. Like, how dare he figure out his life without me?
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. I'm going to tell you.
How dare he level up? How dare he have happiness and I'm not benefiting from his happiness? How dare he be successful and I don't benefit from his success? How dare he have self-respect after he allowed me to disrespect Like, come on, bruh. Come on. He growing to being a man. You know what I'm saying? And now he see that you bought him, all you bought him was pain and suffering. You know what I'm saying? Nigga come and pick up his kid. You all in his ear recording him and shit. Let the nigga rock out. Let him get his kid, bro. Like, this is crazy. And then this will be the same motherfucker that'll go on the internet and say some shit like, the devil's working overtime to take me down, but I know God got me. No, bitch. You the devil. All right? Everyone's... Hey, look. Whoever you think is taking you down, PJ think you trying to take him down. All right? Like, oh my gosh, bro.
All the time. Men are just not supposed to be successful without their baby mamas. I'm going to keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. Once a woman leaves you, there's an unspoken rule out there. You're not supposed to ever do any better.
Right.
And sometimes men don't. Men cry.
Yeah, sometimes.
Men can come back and beg and
like
hope
that.
to, get things how they were. But the real strength of a man is not his ability to get his woman back or family back. It's to accept it for what it is and to move on and to seek greener pastures. And that's called resilience and adversity. And PJ Washington in his young life had to deal with that. The mother of his kid didn't want to be with him, went on podcasts, assassinating his character. He had to figure all of that. He was being trolled by everybody.
I was for sure trolling. I was talking shit, man. I was for sure trolling when that whole situation happened. I'm like, nigga, how?
He was being talked about. He stopped all of that. They went to the NBA Finals 2024.
Yeah.
So what did he do? He played well, got an extension. Okay? Proved everybody wrong. Even Brittany Renner. Now, Brittany Renner, you're unstable. You're no longer with Kevin Gates. And how did I forget this? You're no longer in Islam.
Oh, yeah,
so now you're back even worse than where you started from. And so now this guy...
She hustling backwards, bro. Don't even know what the fuck she doing.
needs to pay for more of your mistakes. And in my actual opinion, he's already paid for so many. But this is what happens when you start winning as a man. He never talked about her. He never insulted her. He never went around getting attention off of her. He just performed.
Get the pushing.
And she should have been, considering performing too. Well, maybe she was with Kevin Gates in the bedroom.
Woo!
But obviously it wasn't good enough for her to stay there. Woo! So yeah, so now you're down bad. You're bitter. You're dusty. And then now the world is closing in on you. Baddies are not there no more. Yeah. You're not getting a check. Nobody feels like they need to hire you. You don't have a real place in the entertainment sector. So that's just what it is. Okay? It's bad, but that's what happens.
Honestly, I don't think he's finna say too much. That's new. But yeah, bro. Brittany Renner, welcome to the Baby Mama Club. All right? Take your seat right there on the left. We've been saving it for you for a while. No, welcome to the broke Baby Mama Club. You're welcome. They're always taking in new members. You know what I'm saying? The rules you gotta follow. Always blame the baby daddy for all your shortcomings. Act like you need $400K to survive in California. You know what I'm saying? Without that, you're gonna go starving. And honestly, it's just pathetic. It's really just pathetic. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, have some self-respect. Have some integrity. You know what I'm saying? PJ Washington, I don't know what he's doing behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was doing. All I know is y'all not together. He moved on. You don't need $400K to take care of no kid, especially one kid. Okay. But that's all I gotta say, bro. Brittany Renner, you just get in what you know what I'm saying? You reap what you sow, I guess. You know what I mean? And PJ Washington, keep doing your thing, bro. You fucked up by having a kid with her, but just make sure you don't fuck up with the next one. I'm gone. Peace.